We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. Please let me know if you can hear me clearly. Sometimes my microphone gets a little muffled, and when I'm on panels, I think that my microphone is good, but then I'm told by whoever's on the panel, yo, something's going on with your microphone, so I got to fix it. But thank y'all so much for pulling up, man. And also, I want to say, prayerfully, you had an amazing weekend. Prayerfully, you took some time out of your day to give all praise to God for all your blessings that you have in your life, all right? And hopefully you stopped past a mirror in your home and showed yourself some love, loved on yourself a little bit. Thank y'all for everybody who pulled up to my live stream yesterday where I was speaking about the situation between a conversation that my wife and I had that went a little left. You guys showed up during the live stream, showed so much love, gave so much encouragement. And for that, I want to say thank you. Yeah. So thank y'all so much for that. All right, let's go and get into it. We're going to have a great show this morning. Welcome to the Morning Vantage. This is episode number 26. This is crazy. We got 26 already. Let me go ahead and speak to my blues, my awesome blues who pulled up today. What's up, D? What's up, D? Hey, Blue Rose, Lisa Marie is in the building. Blue, Shane, we got Sugar Shane up in here. Who else we got? We got B. B is up in here. Who else we got? Katarina is in here. Good morning, gang. Good morning, gang. Please let me know what part of the world you're watching me from or listening to me this morning. That would be extremely helpful as well. Just want to see what my people are pulling up from. We got North Carolina up in the building. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got North Carolina up in here. Who else we got up in here? Let me see. Texas. We got Texas up in here. North Dakota is in here. Central Park, New York. Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland. This is shout out to LeBron James. We got LeBron James Town up in here. Johnstown, PA. North Carolina, New Jersey, Tampa. North Alabama. Okay. Don't know if I've ever seen that written down before. North Alabama. Chicago, Elko, Nevada. Long Island, New York. New Mexico. Florida. Western PA. Yeah. Louisiana. Vegas. Athens, Ohio. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Oklahoma City. I'm going to pull back up to the chat and start giving you guys shout outs in a minute. We got a good show today. Y'all about to see it for yourselves. All right. And if anybody pull up and they ask you what we're talking about, tell them we're talking about this, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this. 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 Okay. But first, we're going to talk about this right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please do not get too unruly, guys. If my trolls pull up, give them a little bit of grace. Let's get it.
So the mother of Austin Metcalf, her name is Megan Metcalf, has emailed Frisco ISD several times requesting that Karmelo Anthony not be allowed to graduate, even though this young man had a 3.7 GPA and had already completed all of the requirements needed to graduate from high school, even with missing the last month and a half due to the expulsion because of the criminal charges that came along with what happened at that track meet. Now, on top of sending the email to the school multiple times, there also has been petitions online requesting that they not allow this young man to graduate. Now, we're going to read through the email that she allegedly sent This is all alleged. Let's go ahead and read through it. All right. So this email was sent April 17th, 2025, says, hello, board members. My name is Megan Metcalf. My son, Austin Metcalf, was tragically taken away from me on April 2nd of 2025 from another Frisco student. I have been informed the civil rights team that this person has behind him are reaching out to you requesting he be able to graduate. I do not know much about your stance on protests, etc., but I would urge you to make sure that you do not change your mind on this ruling, that the boy is expelled and it stays that way. My son, Austin, will never be able to graduate. This person will have the opportunity to get his GED at a later time because he is still living. I would strongly request that you do not allow him to sway your ruling and keep him from being able to graduate from the Frisco ISD schools we hold so dear. Now, this is really interesting. Why would you want him to get a GED if he met all the requirements to get his high school diploma? That would be my question. And while we do send condolences to the family, we understand that a life is lost. But what is your purpose for this if he already met all of the requirements? And just because a kid is expelled does not take away from all the work that he has already completed. Now, she then sent a follow-up email saying someone needs to respond to me. This is unacceptable. Now, I'm assuming this is after news hit the internet that he was going to be allowed to graduate. Now, the school did respond to her, right, letting her know that they couldn't share basically any information about one student, but what they could do was recite what the policies are. And they said that they were aware that there was a student, that was expelled, and he was expelled, right? But at the end of the day, you cannot take away the work that this young man has already put in. And I'm so happy that they did it. Will he get the walk? No, but he will get his high school diploma. So the mother.
Okay, so I played that just to show you how stupid some Americans are. That's pretty much it. That's the reason why I started you off with that right there. I played that to show you how dumb some Americans are. They're coming down on the mother of Austin Metcalf for reaching out to the school saying, yo, I heard that you guys are going to let this guy graduate. Are you kidding me? Like, really? My son is unalived. He's gone. And you're going to let his murderer walk the stage? You're going to let him graduate? You're going to give him a diploma? Are you kidding me? And you actually got inside of that post that I just now played. I'm going to show you one or two of the comments. It's ridiculous, man. Check this out right here. So some of these comments say, she shouldn't raise her son. She couldn't raise her son to keep his hands to himself. Her opinion is not valid. She couldn't raise her son to keep his hands to himself. So her opinion is not valid. This world is so dumb. Let me tell you something, man. Not only should he not be able to graduate, but he should already be locked up. He should already be in jail. I don't give a damn if he was a 3.7 GPA, a 4.5 GPA, a 6.8 GPA. I don't care if he was the genius that invented the next electrical vehicle while he was in school as a sophomore, junior, senior. It don't matter. All of your rights for schooling is done as soon as you did like this and you poke somebody at school. That's when your rights were gone for you being able to graduate. Sorry. Soon as you started to play the hokey pokey on school grounds with another person's child and they didn't wake up, they didn't get up, they just bled out, you're done. I don't see how we still have people caping for this family after all of this. Somebody's child is gone. And now you really want the killer? You want the killer to walk across the stage? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. We got to be smarter than that. We got to be smarter than that. Ain't no way in the world. I do realize that this country is getting dumber and dumber and dumber because of Trump derangement syndrome, because of all these race relation issues. As long as it's a black person and it's a white person, team black are going to be for the team black. Team white are going to be for team white. And it's all stupid. That's why yesterday on my live stream, I said, from now on, we need to stop considering ourselves to be black and considering ourselves to be white. We are all Americans. We're all here for each other. If another country invade our country today, we're going to be standing shoulder to shoulder with people who look all different types of ways, different races. We're going to be shoulder to shoulder, making sure that our families are protected. Period. We're not going to be like, oh, I'm only defending the blacks. I'm only defending the whites. No, we're not. No, we're not. Let a mob of people from another country come down to you, come walking down your daggone neighborhood talking about they about to start kicking in doors and doing whatever they want to do to the citizens. Watch how we band together then. But it shouldn't have to get to that point before we come together. Pause. This is ridiculous, man. I can't believe that they're actually having this debate online. It's stupid. It exposes how ignorant our people are, man. They're so locked into their own ignorance that it don't even matter whatever the hell else happens, man. It's where's common sense? Where's love? Where's common courtesy? Where's all those things, man? What happened to putting God and family first? What happened to putting country first? That's all people think about. A black kid did this to a white kid, and he wouldn't have had to do it if he didn't feel like his life was in danger on a track and field, on school grounds, at a track and field meet, at a track meet. He felt like his life was in danger at a track meet. Come on, bro. Come on, man. This is the dumbest thing ever, bro. It's the dumbest thing ever. And I'm not standing for it. And hopefully y'all don't either. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right. The first order of news we're going to cover today is former President Joe Biden had received a cancer diagnosis, prostate cancer diagnosis. First of all, before we get into this story, I want to wish him and his family well. When it comes to this, I absolutely despise cancer. I rebuke cancer in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. I rebuke you, cancer. Cancer, be gone from President Biden's body. I rebuke cancer, man. I hate cancer. I despise cancer. Cancer gets on my damn nerves. RFK Jr., get rid of cancer, please. Make America healthy again. Make America cancer-free again. Please get rid of cancer. God dang it, man. But, plot twist, here's the thing. The discussions are, how long did he know? Well, we're about to find out how long he knew. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, all right? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Is it this one? Draw suspicion. Okay, so his recent cancer diagnosis draws suspicion. Let me pull this up for you guys right now. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. I am extremely tired this morning because I'm not really a morning person, but I'm trying, gang. I'm trying. I am trying, and hopefully y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. It's going to be a great show. Hit the like button. Share this bad boy. Love y'all.
It's very unlikely that someone could get annual checkups and not notice a PSA elevation over the past, but this is what I typically would see in a VA hospital, where a patient hasn't had medical attention in 10 years, presents to an emergency room with bone pain, and then they find that it's metastatic prostate cancer. But in the modern age of medicine, especially the fact that he was a former president, he had intensive state-of-the-art, care where we can see prostate cancer, 10 years in the past. So this is, it's very unusual to hear that someone has prostate cancer where they're annually being followed up. And the fact that we just find it at a Gleason 9 is just pretty much unheard of in this day and age of medicine. Even in the, even in the inner city populations, we wouldn't see it.
So you're saying even in a medically neglected population, it would be surprising to have a surprise diagnosis with a Gleason score of 9. So you're saying that certainly as
That's
he was
correct.
serving in the Oval Office, you believe that he knew that he had prostate cancer, and even potentially as he was running in 2020 before he assumed office?
Well, most likely he had prostate cancer for a long time, and the aggressive prostate cancer such as this at age 80 grows over a long period of time. I mean, usually it takes from the first diagnosis of prostate cancer to spread would take 5 to 10 years, even in the most aggressive form. Um, it's just, to me, it seems very surprising that the first diagnosis would be a metastatic diagnosis, especially Gleason 9 cancer, without having his PSA history. I mean, I would like him to get to release the PSA history right now to see what it was. I mean, I'm talking from an area of kind of not as much information as I
I
would
understand.
like to have
And
as
it is
a
not
urologist.
it is not standard. We were looking for a PSA score to be released as part of these public presidential health reports. We didn't get Trump's most recently either. I want to ask very quickly, so much has been made of his apparent cognitive decline. Is there a possibility that either the cancer itself or any treatments he was undergoing in secret could affect cognitive function of a person?
Yeah, absolutely. Because what happens is when prostate cancer becomes, like, say you get treated for prostate cancer and then the prostate cancer recurs, what you would do is you would start someone on a kind of a testosterone blocking hormone such as Lupron, and because Lupron acts to lower your testosterone, it gives you kind of like symptoms of depression, lower energy, fatigue. So there's a lot of things that go with being on Lupron treatment. So Lupron is a class of medicine that just castrates, chemically castrates someone so that the prostate cancer doesn't spread. And so Lupron was likely used in
I
Joe
understand.
Biden.
So to be very clear, you believe he was silently, secretly battling this for at least 5 years.
Well, I think that's yet to be seen. I mean, it would be very surprising, like I said earlier, for him to have prostate cancer at Gleason 9 spread to bone without, without being neglected medically. So the fact that he was seen medically every year, it's just very surprising. I mean, his PSA must be over 50 at this point,
Okay.
if not a lot more, just because of bone mets. Is a sign that it's very aggressive and spreading to other parts of the body. So I think there's definitely evidence that he probably.
Sorry, Van, you're muted.
I'm good, brother. So thank you so much. All right, so we never knew. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. We never knew President Biden's mental state. Okay, in the last 4 years, we never knew his physical state. So more than likely, all of this was probably a cover up. But more than anything, I do want to say that this is horrible information. The fact that he has prostate cancer. I want us to focus on that, please. Yes, we were probably lied to. Did they just now find out when they gave the public the information? Hell no. Hell no, they didn't, man. They already knew this. We already knew what happened, bro. And shout out to President Trump for giving such a classy message when he heard about it. This is the message he gave. He said, Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and family. And we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery. This is how you're supposed to respond to these type of things, man. I thought this was really classy, straight to the point. And just in case you don't know, it was like it was a little bit of pageantry for all of high-ranking officials, politicians to post something about this. Kamala said that her and Doug wish him the best. President Barack Obama said that him and Michelle wish him the best and everything. So that being said, man, I love how everybody come together in a time of need like this, like, and just looking beyond all the BS. But we cannot forget the fact that they did nothing but lie to us for the last 4 years. He could have already had cancer, been battling it, but I saw somewhere inside of the chat, somebody mentioned this. Maybe he couldn't receive the treatment that he wanted to receive or needed to receive, because if he had, then somebody would have told the press, the right would have found out, they would have definitely lost the election, and they were just trying to hedge their bets. They was trying to play chess. They was trying to keep things away from us. And now is out there that former President Biden is fighting prostate cancer. And they're saying that it's bad. It's bad. All right? It's bad. So hopefully nobody's out there celebrating it. I have seen on social media, some of y'all have been really mean, talking about all the things that he's done, all the things he's responsible for, and how karma is coming to knock on his door and all that other stuff. I'll let y'all do that. I'll let y'all have those conversations by yourselves. I'm not even going to get in it, because God is listening. God is listening. And we all got something to give God praise for. And we all have been blessed with God's mercy. Like, we don't know. Maybe by next year, we can be talking about somebody who has cancer, right? And we're saying that they deserve it, or that they already knew, and we're talking bad about these people who suffer it. And then next year, we are suffering with it, or somebody that we love is suffering with it. So I'm just going to encourage y'all to be a little careful when you communicate about these types of things. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. We're talking about President Biden. He's dealing with it. Him and his wife, they probably knew about it, been dealing with it for a minute. His family, they've been dealing with it for a minute. And we finally have been brought into the fold, and we can discuss it now. Just be careful with how you move forward with your discussions, okay? Because that's the one thing you can control. You can't control anything else that's out there. But if it comes out of your mouth, you can control that. If you're typing it, you can control that, all right? Absolutely no excuse whatsoever. But let me know how y'all feel about it, man. I am watching in the chat, and y'all are going back and forth about it. And I can see the skepticism. The skepticism is real. It's definitely real when you look in this chat, man. And shout out to Treebeard for pulling up and letting me know. Oh my gracious, Cat, where'd that come from? Where did that come from? Jesus. Hey, shout out to Treebeard for pulling up and letting me know that I was muted, man. I muted myself because I had to blow my nose and I didn't want to be rude. I really didn't want to be rude. But shout out to you all for the love and compassion y'all have been showing to President Biden for what he's currently going through. I think it's very classy, and I hope you guys keep it classy, okay? And also shout out to Lisa Marie too. Before I move on to my next story, I have to play this one right here, because she sent this joint to me, and this was actually a talking point that my wife also put in front of me with regard to the Trump administration and how he's potentially committing criminal activity by accepting a $400 million plane from another country. How can we accept a gift from another country. And I want y'all to see this right here. A reporter stopped, what's his name? Mark Wayne Mullen, as he was leaving. He was inside of one of these official buildings. I don't know what building he was in, but I want y'all to see this. This was a complete mic drop. He cooked this lady, man. He let her know what was what. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, so we can push this video as far as we possibly can. And thanks again for pulling up to the Morning Vantage.
Hey, Senator, could I get your reaction to Trump doubling down on accepting the $400 million jet from Qatar?
I have zero issue with it.
You have zero issue with it?
Zero.
Do you think it raises ethics concerns or national security concerns?
You ever been to New York and saw the Statue of Liberty? That was a gift too.
Do you have any safety concerns about, this coming from a foreign government? And
So you know anything about safety and our security and our intel? Do you know anything about it? So do you think we're really going to take a plane and not strip it and put all the Air Force One stuff in it, even if it came brand new from the factory? If you don't understand that basic knowledge, then you probably shouldn't be reporting on it.
Hey, Senator, could I get your reaction to Trump doubling down?
He cooked her. That's what you call being cooked. Just in case y'all are not familiar with the term, he just now cooked her as he walked down the daggone hallway, bouncing a ball. This was chill. This was smooth right here. It was absolutely smooth. He reminded her of the Statue of Liberty that we got from, where we get this from? We got it from France. Did we get it from France? It come from France. We got it from France, I believe, as a gift. And then he also let her know that we're going to do we already done all safety and security precautions. You don't have to concern yourself with that. But if you want to focus on something that's more important, let's do it. But if you want to talk about this, you should probably be a little bit more well-versed on this than you are, because you're just asking silly questions as I walk because you have nothing else to ask me. Where's the substantive questions? You have an opportunity here to ask me something that you can get some good feedback on, that can help you in whatever you're writing. So obviously the young lady was good and looking for a gotcha moment so that she can provide a little bit of entertainment to her audience, and it didn't really go over the way she wanted it to. Usually it doesn't. Usually those times it usually doesn't go over the way that they want them to, because they're not prepared to go hand in hand with somebody who actually know what they're talking about. I once saw that MAGA Republicans did not like Mark Wayne Mullen. I don't know what it was about. I think it had to do with the budget. Like earlier on when Trump was just now elected as president, and it had to do with the budget. And I think he came out and he said something, or it was about something else. But y'all let me know why people didn't really fool with Mark Wayne Mullen before. All right. And if I got the wrong guy, I got the wrong guy. Maybe I'm thinking about the eye patch guy. I don't know who's the eye patch guy. It's an eye patch guy out there who's a politician, and I believe he's on the right. And I think that's the eye patch guy. I think I got him mixed up with the eye patch guy. Who's the eye patch guy? Who's the eye patch McCain? That's who I'm thinking about. That's who I'm thinking about. Eye patch McCain. He's not eye patch McCain. I'm thinking about eye patch McCain, man. Yeah. You guys, okay, that's Crenshaw. Is that Crenshaw? Yeah. Dan Crenshaw, y'all was like, man, F that guy. Y'all actually like Mark Wayne Mullen. Okay. Well, I love the answer that he gave to her, because I actually gave the same answer to a couple of people who brought that up as well. And I think that I wish we would have gotten a young lady name that was reporting this, but I thought that was absolutely dope. Shout out to my homie, Lisa Marie, for giving me that bit of information right there. All right, let's go ahead down the rundown. We got some stuff to report on. The first thing is a fertility clinic was blowed up. Apparently, a fertility clinic was blowed up. All right. Apparently, all right. So this is what happened, right? A Palm Springs fertility clinic got exploded. Here's the information right here, and we're going to talk about it. Y'all hit the like button, guys. Welcome again to the Morning Vantage. where we talk about different topics that are new to you and sometimes even new to me. Sometimes they're put in front of me early in the daggone morning. I'm like, yo, I did not know nothing about this. But thank you so much, Treebeard, for the information. All right, so check this out, man. This comes from Clown World, and here it is right here. So the IVF clinic bomber in Palm Springs has been identified as Guy Edward Bartkus, a self-proclaimed pro-mortalist. Never heard that term before, ever in Black history, who believed people shouldn't be born without their consent. What the actual F is wrong with us, man? This dude said he don't believe people should be born without their consent. What? All right, so he literally bombed the fertility clinic because he was against life itself. You can't, okay, check this out, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. Here's the picture right here. This is nuts. This is nuts. You cannot make this stuff up. So Guy Edwards Bartkus is a 25-year-old resident of 29 Palms, California. And he was identified as the suspect responsible for bombing the American Reproductive Center Fertility Clinic in Palm Springs on May 17, 2025. He died in the explosion, which also injured 4 others. Bartkus was a self-proclaimed pro-mortalist who believed people should not be brought into the world without their consent. This is retarded. I'm sorry, Renee. This is stupid. This is so dumb. This is how free we are. We're so free in this country, man, that we just come up with sugar honey iced tea. We just make up stuff. How can we possibly be uncomfortable tomorrow? How can we possibly be uncomfortable today? This is absolutely insane. I'm a pro-mortalist, and I believe that people should not be brought into this world without giving us their consent as a sperm. As a sperm. How the hell is a sperm going to give you consent? Huh? That's so stupid. His writings and recordings expressed anti-pro-life views, and he targeted the IVF clinic due to his opposition to its role in creating life. The FBI classified the bombing as an intentional act of terrorism, describing it as a targeted attack against the IVF facility. Bartkus allegedly used a car bomb in 2010 in a 2010 silver Ford Fusion sedan and may have attempted to live stream the event, but he didn't have Wi-Fi. This dude tried to live stream it after rigging a 2010 silver Ford Fusion sedan with a bomb. The FBI noted that Bartkus had nihilistic ideation based on his online posts and a possible manifesto under investigation. These materials contributed to understanding his motives, which were rooted in a belief against human existence. Bartkus was not previously known to the FBI, and no criminal records were found in a public record scan. Authorities are seeking public assistance to trace his movements in Palm Springs before the attacks and are examining evidence, including a possible manifesto and a bombing's extensive crime scene described as one of the largest in Southern California history. This is absolutely insane. People need a hug, man. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's what the world needs. And I just now came up with that. I just now came up with that. This is absolutely insane. People, please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. If you ever have a need, if you ever have any need to hurt someone else or to I guess you want to make a statement and then you plan on unaliving yourself after you make that statement, I say just skip to the end and just, I'm just saying, leave other people out of it. Leave other people out of it and just go home to see your Lord. You know what I mean? You ain't got to take other people with you. You ain't got to take nobody else with you. Just go see your Lord. If you listen, and I don't encourage that either. I say seek help. I say get counseling. I say pray about that thing. Even if you don't believe in God, get on your knees and pray. Just, I don't know who I'm praying to, but I'm having thoughts that I don't think are conducive to a healthy life. Please, universe or God or higher being, please give me clarity on how I can be released of this demon that's trying to take over my life and get me to take others' lives. If you have those type of thoughts, guys, seek counseling. Find someone who can instill a little bit of love and light into your life. Okay? You ain't got to go and try to just harm somebody and harm yourself. Get some help. Go and find some love, man, and make some babies. Raise them up so that they can do the same thing. So they can spread love and make babies. Like, bruh, a pro-mortalist. Come on. This is us giving our kids way too much damn freedom. What are you in your room doing? I'm in here trying to figure out why I was even born. Why was I born? I didn't give you consent. What? So that's where we are right now. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. In other news, so we have there was a Mexican Navy ship that was filled with people that apparently crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge. All right. I want y'all to see this right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. This was absolutely crazy. It's unfortunate that this happened because people actually passed away during this incident. I shared it to my social media, and at the time, I didn't know anybody died from this incident. But here's the video right here. Apparently last night, the Mexican Navy tall ship, Quai Timuc, collided with the Brooklyn Bridge. 2 crew members passed and 19 others were injured. The 277-foot bridge, 77-foot barque was departing from Pier 17 on a goodwill tour when it suffered a mechanical failure, causing it to drift uncontrollably in reverse due to the bridge. The ship's, towards the bridge. The ship's 3 masts struck the underside of the bridge. Here's a video of it right here. Not sure if you guys seen it, but wow. Thoughts and prayers to the people and those are people that's up there. Y'all see all them people up there standing on every layer? That is crazy. I wonder why they didn't clear whether or not they can go through the bridge. Like, they knew how tall it was going to be, right? Okay, they say this was for mechanical failure. This wasn't for no daggone mechanical failure. This was an issue from go, man. They didn't see how tall this daggone thing was. Like, before you drive a truck into a parking garage, there's a sign up there that says the clearance is this. It's 6.5 feet. It's 7 feet. They didn't know how tall. They knew, they had to know that their boat was way too big to go under that daggone bridge. You mean tell me the first time y'all did a trial run was on the day that you had hundreds of people standing on the daggone on all them levels of the bridge? Come on, Mexican people. Y'all can't be that stupid. That was dumb. That was stupid as hell. Talking about mechanical failure. There wasn't no mechanical failure. You could have looked at that and said, we're not going to make it. Why are we doing this? What the hell is happening? Y'all thought the bridge was going to be open or something? Did they think that the bridge was going to just open for them? Did they go through a wrong part of the bridge? Is there a part of the bridge that's a little higher and they wanted to be at that point? This was stupid. This was dumb as hell. Dumb. 100% human error. 1,000% human error. As a matter of fact, whoever was driving it should be arrested. Whoever approved it should be arrested. Nobody looked at the height of the bridge in comparison to the height of the ship. Come on, this was just stupid. Look at how big this joint was. No diddy. Look. This is nuts. It don't even look like it's going to clear the bridge. It's like, oh, maybe we got the measurements wrong, my friend. Maybe we got the measurements wrong, my friend. I don't know. My friend, we're not going to make it, my friend. We're not going to make it, my friend. This is crazy, man. My condolences to the people who passed. This was absolutely nuts. They should have not even tried it, bro. This was stupid. But come on, my friend. How in the world y'all thought this was going to happen? It's the dumbest thing ever. I shouldn't be laughing, man, because people pass, bro. I'm not. Let me go ahead and change stories, man, because I'm not going to stop laughing. I'm not going to stop laughing. This is absolutely insane. What was this even about? So let's see this. So the FBI identified, well, this wasn't it right here. Yeah, it was. So the FBI, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Wrong key points. All right. Let me go back to the story because this has the wrong information on it. All right. So, oh yeah. So here we go right here. Let me go back to the story itself because this was nuts. Absolutely nuts, my friend. All right. So check this out. 2 people have been unalived and at least 19 others injured after a tall Mexican Navy training sailing ship crashed into New York City's Brooklyn Bridge. There was 277 people on board. They lost power on Saturday as the captain was maneuvering the vessel, forcing it to head for the bridge abutment on the Brooklyn side. Footage shows the ship's towering mast clipped the bridge as it passed under the structure. Crew members were standing on the mast as they snapped and fell to the deck, authorities said. Brooklyn resident Nick Corso, who witnessed the accident, said the area erupted in panic. There was lots of screaming, some sailors hanging from the mast, he told AFP. Maybe they weren't planning on going under the bridge at all. Maybe they just wanted to sit out there and have the flag show and play music and have people dance and all this other stuff. This is nuts. This is nuts. New York City Mayor Eric Adams confirmed on X that 2 people passed and 2 of the 19 injured were in critical condition. The Brooklyn Bridge did not suffer any major damage and was reopened after a preliminary inspection. Police said they believed mechanical malfunction and a power cut had caused the collision. The New York Coast Guard said, I don't know how you pronounce this, Tamuk, I don't know, lost all 3 masts. All personnel on the ship had been accounted for and no one had fallen in the water. Crowd fled from the water's edge as the ship hit the bridge. Another witness, Kelvin Flores, told the BBC he was at work when he saw the crash. He came out into the street to find a lot of commotion and a lot of chaos, with fire engines and police trying to reach the scene, but the roads clogged with traffic. Obviously, because it's New York, roads are always clogged with traffic. It's nuts. I can't even drive in the city for a daggone event without being stuck on that bridge for 4 hours. Just seeing the actual damage was insane, he said. People carrying stretchers, they were trying to get the injured out. Mexico's president, Claudia Sheinbaum, said she was deeply saddened by the loss of 2 crew members in the accident. The Cuauhtémoc was towed from the scene after the crash. The vessel, which measures 297 feet long and 40 feet wide, according to the Mexican Navy, sailed for the first time in 1982. Now they're giving us the history of the daggone ship. Each year, it sets sail at the end of classes at the Naval Military School to finish cadets training. This year, it left the Mexican port of Acapulco on April 6th. The Navy said its final destination was intended to be Iceland. Among its scheduled stops along the way was Aberdeen, Scotland, for the first city's tall ships race in July. Police said the Cuauhtémoc mast height was 48.2 meters, 158 feet. The New York Transport Department's website says the bridge has 135 feet clearance at its center. So if the bridge has 135 feet clearance at its highest point, yet the ship was 158 feet, and y'all still gave it an okay to do. Come on, bro. Come on. Even if it wasn't a mechanical error, how could they have gotten past this without there being anyone hurt? How could they have gotten through that without? They had to know that a collision was happening, bro. They had to know it, man. This was nuts. Ain't nowhere in the world, man. Ain't nowhere in the world. But like I said before, our condolences go out to the people who passed, man. This was nuts. This was nuts. It was absolutely insane. All right, for our next story, 10 inmates who escaped New Orleans jail. I believe like 6 or 7 of them are still at large. All right, now here's the story right here. Now I actually covered this this weekend when it very first broke. New Orleans prison, a New Orleans prison, had 11 inmates escaped. They moved the toilet out the way and dug a hole behind the cell, went in the ground, went through a tunnel, came out on the other side. It was a loading dock. They pried the door open and they all started running and jumping off of the daggone loading dock. And then they wrote a sign that says, "This is too easy." Yeah, that actually happened. Here's a picture right here of this of the cell, just so you guys, in case you haven't seen it, and everything. I actually was talking about this ad nauseum, but right here, this is absolutely insane, bro. This is nuts. Just in case you have not seen it, and if you haven't hit the like button yet, guys, please feel free to do so. That's the only price of admission for our live streams. Always is to simply hit the like button. Y'all already know that there. Y'all already know that there. Try to pry the door right there.
The whole, this is so sure.
We'll provide this to you all.
So you see them jarring open the door. They get open. Subsequently, they go inside that cell, and this is where you see them exiting the loading dock door. As you know, if you notice, they are carrying blankets with them. This road that they're going out of is behind this building, as I explained. They subsequently go through another door. And here, at some point, you will see them come through here.
So he's saying that when they left out the loading dock, right outside on the other side where they came out the tunnel, it was a construction site. They scaled the gate of the construction site. And then once they scaled the gate of the construction site, they ran across 8 lanes of traffic to, I guess, somebody waiting for them on the other side with a car, like, or they just kept running in their daggone orange and just doing their thing, man. But they got up out of there.
And they scaled the fence through this door that's near the construction site. They scaled that fence, and then they did their escape crossing all lanes of I-10.
All right, so in this, let me show y'all this right here. Where is it? Where is it? Where are the people? Where is it, man? God dang it. Hold on one second, guys. A little sloppy this morning, man. I was talking to Treebeard about this bad boy, about me not really being a morning person. And he was like, man, you're going to be fine anyway, regardless. He just waved it off like, man, as soon as you start, you're going to be good. I'm like, man, I don't know, brother. I don't know. Not sure. So let me see here. Here's the sign. Here's a picture of what the actual cell looked like. They left a sign that says "too easy." You know, they're inmates, so expecting them to spell the correct "two" is asking for a little bit too much. It really is. But they obviously were smart enough to get up out of that bad boy. They were smart enough to break out, move the toilet out the way, and get up out of there. And that's exactly what they did. 2 inmates are right here being spotted walking down the daggone street, just walking down the street, not doing nothing, because there's cameras everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. Like, I don't know if they knew that. They know now. They know now. 2 guys just walking down the street like it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Just chilling. We ain't doing nothing. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. We're just moving around our business. We just handling our business, moving about our merry way. All right. Here's the convictions that these guys have. One of the guys was convicted of double murder in 2018 at a Mardi Gras mass shooting. One of the guys was accused of second-degree murder in 2023, shooting of Brandon Fees during a car burglary. One of these guys were facing second-degree murder and aggravated battery charges. One was held for attempted first-degree unalivement. One was recaptured Friday, has a history of escape, and was previously accused of shooting a man in Uptown. One has a history of escapes dating back to 2007, currently held for domestic abuse, theft, parole violation, kidnapping, and rape. One of them was held for fire alarm possession and parole violation, also accused of a 2021 murder. Another one was booked with burglary, weapons possession. One of them was facing charges for obstruction of justice, drug trafficking, and battery. And one was held for armed robbery and weapons charges. So these guys, man, they want no being arrested for tickets or nothing like that. These guys was in there. They was real deal, man. Here the police right here. They caught one of them. This is the 4th one that they caught. He doesn't look very happy. You know what I mean? He had a great adventure. Wherever his clothes was, he definitely was able to get back to his gear. He got his fly up. You know what I mean? His fly, he made sure he got his fly on point, got his pants and everything looking nice, probably headed out to do something nice, have a good time. You know what I mean? And here's one of the inmates who escaped right here. Let me see. This video right here, it says, my son Kendall was bucking last night, popped the 200 and everything with the gallon of juice. Apparently this was one of the young men who got out of there too. His name is Kendall Myers, who escaped the jail. And he was arrested after going live. So this idiot escapes prison and cannot deal with the fact that he wasn't famous enough. He needed to be famous. Like, I need to let y'all know. I need to put my phone up in the air. Like, I need to go live, man. I need to go live. It didn't happen if I don't live stream it. It didn't happen. If I don't take a selfie, It didn't happen. It's the dumbest, the dumbest. So stupid. Social media is a drug, baby. This dude been locked up all this time and he couldn't wait. Just fiending. I need to go live. Somebody give me a phone. Please, somebody give me a phone. I gotta go live. I'm fiending. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, give me your phone. Give me your phone. I need to go live. I gotta go live. Get your fix. Get your live stream fix. Damn junkie.
Yeah, man, nigga know I hit a bag on my boys. And I'm about to go with a 2. Get up with me. Alright. Fresh out of jail. Stop playing.
A few moments later.
Bruh. Come on. Come on, youngin. Come on, youngin. Really? That's what you doing? That's what you doing? You had to go pop bottles and take selfies with your friends to show them that you a G. Not only did you get locked up, but you broke out to come hang out with them one last time, just to let them know that they've been on your mind the whole time that you've been arrested. Man, I've been thinking about y'all the whole time I've been arrested, man. And I broke right out and came over here. We about to go live, about to turn up. Who got that Don Julio? Who got that weed? Who got this? Who got that? Where the bees at? I'm trying to get me some cutty before I go back, man. I'm trying to get me some good. Call your sister, call your cousins, call your friends. I need some vagina. I need some booger sugar. I need some weed. I need some Don Julio. And I need somebody to please somebody give me your phone so I can go live. I gotta live stream this. Stupid. Just dumb for no reason, man. Just dumb for no reason. Here you go, folks. Dumbass. So stupid, man. I swear to goodness, man. He got what he wanted. He's famous. Everybody knows your name now. Kendall Miles. Guess what, Kendall? No one will be saying your name a week from now. Nobody would give a damn. Nobody will give a damn. They're just happy that nobody else was hurt. That y'all got to get out of jail and do whatever it is that y'all been dreaming about for however long y'all been in there. And now you're back. So let me go ahead and go to the next story. I don't like talking greasy about prisoners in prison and all that other stuff, because at the end of the day, we all are one crime away from being in somebody's prison. And I ain't about being, you know what I mean? So humble thyself. I spoke on the topic. I'm about to get off the daggone topic. In other news, so who we got now? So we already draw this one, how I drew suspicion. All right, let me see what this one is about right here. So apparently Axios, are you guys familiar with Axios at all? So Axios obtained audio of Joe Biden's October 2023 interview with special counsel Robert Hur. Amid, this is something that apparently the Democrats are upset that got out. They're completely upset that this audio got out. I'm gonna play it for you guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I don't know if you've heard it yet, but this was hold on one second. This was an interview that Joe Biden had where he was showing signs of dementia. He was showing signs of not being all the way there. And yeah, here we go right here. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to know in the comments, gang. All right, here we go.
So during this time, we were living in Chambers Road, and there were documents related to the Penn Biden Center or the Biden cancer failure shot or your book. Where did you keep papers that related to those things that you were actively working on?
Well, I I don't know. This is what, 2017, 18, that area?
Yes, sir.
Remember, in this time frame, my son is either been deployed or is dying. And so it was, and by the way, there were still a lot of people at the time when I got out of the Senate that were encouraging me to run in this period, except the president. It's not a mean thing to say, but he just thought that she had a better shot of winning the presidency than I did. And so I hadn't at this point, even though I'm at Penn, I hadn't walked away from the idea that I may run for office again. So if I ran again, I'd be running for president. And so what was happening though, when did Bo die? May 30th, 2015. Was it 2015 he died?
2015.
I think it's 2015.
I'm not sure the months, but I think that was.
Yeah.
That's right, Mr. President.
And what's happened in the meantime is that and Trump gets elected in November of 2017, 2016. All right. So, why not 2017?
That's when you left office, in January.
Yeah, okay. But that's when Trump gets sworn in.
Right,
January.
right, correct.
Okay, yeah. And in 2017, Bo had passed, and this is personal. The genesis of the book and the title, Promise Me Dad, was I know you're all close with your sons and daughters, but Bo was like my right arm, and that was my left. These guys were a year and a day apart, and they could finish each other's sentences. And Bo, I used to go home on the train in the period that I was still in the Senate. Anyway, if you remember. There was not pressure. Bo knew how much I adored him. And this sounds, maybe it sounds so, everybody knew how close we were. There was not anybody in the world who wondered whether or not. Anyway. And so.
I'm wondering if it's a good time to take a break. Briefly.
No, let me just keep going to get it done.
They tried to save the brother from the conversation. It was kind of sad to listen to, man. He said Bo and the Hunter were really close with one another. They was a year and a day apart, and they could finish each other's sentences. That's why Hunter couldn't wait for Bo to move out the way so he can put his dingling in his wife. That's sad to say, man, but it happened. It happened, man. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. They were so close that he said, brother, you in heaven right now, but guess what? I got your wife. I'm going to make sure that she is okay. I'm gonna make sure your wife is okay, brother. With all that President Biden is going through, man, I really don't want to clown him right now, but I will say this. It's unfortunate that these people knew all this time what type of mental let's see. When this happened? This happened October of 2023. And he was all gone by then. And they knew it. There was like 4 different statements that he made where he couldn't even finish them. He got dates confused. And he just kept showing that he was not mentally there. They got to a point where they offered for him to take a break. Nobody offers for you to take a break if you seem like you're on point at all. Or unless we're having such a great conversation and we've gone 2 hours already. It didn't even feel like it. We was having such a great conversation. If you want to take a break, we can take a break. Get you some water or something. That would be awesome. So far, we're doing great. It wasn't one of those situations. It was bail out the old man. Take a break. Bail out the old man. Bail out the old president who clearly don't know where he is right now or what the hell he's talking about. He's going down this whole thing where, and it's sad because I'm talking to you about what's going on with, certain a timeline of events with regard to your presidency, what led up to that. And what you're stuck on is the loss of your baby boy. And that's sad. It's sad. I can't even say anything about that. It's sad. I don't want to, like, he just goes off and just start talking about Bo and everything. He missed his son. That sounds like somebody on their deathbed that you go and see them, be like, Grandpa, how you doing? You okay? Has the nurses changed your bedspreads yet? Should I go get the nurse for anything? You need anything? No? Okay, I'm just gonna sit down right here and just talk to you for a minute. And then your granddad asks you while you're sitting right there next to bed, where's Bo? Where's Bo? Start talking to you about things that people that are no longer here. And there's a cause for concern because it's like, Bo is gone, Dad. Bo's not here anymore. He's just a sad old man. And he seemed like he's been going through something for a minute. And because of him being, the president at the time, they pretty much force-fed us Biden. And they didn't even try to fake it. They gave him 81 million votes. They said, man, we're going to make sure that you're the president. We got some things that we're not done with. We need for you to be the president. We have nobody else. We have no one else. If we don't make you president, then Trump is going to get another term. And this brother don't like none of us. He's breaking up all the stuff that we got going on. So we need for you to take this ride. We know that you're not ready. Don't worry about winning. You're going to win. Okay. Just go out there, give speeches, point with your thumb, seem presidential. And if you start showing signs of losing your mind while speaking publicly, we'll get our guys to go out there and get you. We'll get them to go ahead and get you off the stage. Okay. We can hide this for 4 years, but we need you to do this. And that's sad. It's sad. And it's and not only is it sad, but it's a bit treacherous because what happened to this country because he was pushed into the presidency. Lives were lost. A lot of lives were lost. Yeah. A lot of bad things happened. All because they wanted to give him that 4 years. I'm not going to start whining about 2020, but we all know what happened in 2020. I can't believe that a Democrat could, with a straight face, say that that election was on point. It was not. Speaking of on point, make sure y'all are here a little later at 5 today, while myself and Mika go live for the On Point show. Make sure y'all are here for that. 5 p.m. We're going to get y'all right after y'all leaving work. Make sure y'all cut this bad boy on so that you can have something to ride home to. But yeah, this was sad, man. President Biden, bro, I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't, but this is sad. And y'all, unfortunately, y'all don't have a guy right now that can really make fun of him the way that I really want. I want to make fun of him, but he's sick. And he's been sick for a long time. Like the physical sickness of cancer, yo. I didn't know about that, but I don't play when it comes to that, man. I really don't. I hate cancer. All of us can get like this. That's just how come they don't have any cures for that yet? I think they do, but I think it's more lucrative for them for us to be sick, for us to have to go through everything else. If they cure cancer, that's a lot of money out the window that they're not going to make. I don't think they're in a hurry to do that. That's just me, though. Could be the conspiratorial part of me, but at the end of the day, that's how I feel about it. That's definitely how I feel about it. Let me see. The media spent years gaslighting Americans about Biden's obvious decline, propping up a failing administration while ignoring the national security risks of his classified docs fiasco. Now they're scrambling to act shocked by audio they buried for years. This isn't journalism, it's a cover-up collapsing under its own lies. The real scandal, a system that enabled this incompetence while wasting billions on bureaucratic theater. Accountability starts with exposing the rot, not just the symptoms. This is absolutely crazy. He was the president for 14 months after this interview. Who was running the country the last 4 years? These are real questions, man. This is nuts. This is nuts. Who was running the country the last 4 years? Who do you believe was running the country? Yeah, this is nuts, bro. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Congratulations to President Trump. Apparently his big, beautiful bill passed. Huh? Shout out to it passing the House floor, right? That's one of the joints we're about to rap about right now. Shout out to the big, beautiful bill. The big, beautiful bill. Huh? There's a big, beautiful daggone bill. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a big, beautiful bill. And apparently it passed. Here we go. Have y'all seen the babies? The baby politicians? The baby politicians are hilarious, man. Absolutely hilarious. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, bro.
Are there any members who have not voted or wish to change their vote? If not, the clerk will report.
Mr. Chair, on the vote, there were 21 ayes and 16 noes.
The ayes have it. The motion is agreed to. The committee will now vote to favorably report the One Big Beautiful Bill Act to the House. Are there any members who have not voted or wish to change their vote? If not,
so they voted 21 to 16. The big beautiful bill has passed. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. All right. So the House Budget Committee passing the One Big Beautiful Bill is a critical step towards slashing $1.5 trillion in federal waste while securing $300 billion for border security. Let me see here. This aligns with HCON Res 14's mandate to get bloated programs and to gut bloated programs and redirect funds to American priorities. All right. So the House Budget Committee passed the GOP reconciliation package, with a 17-16 vote, with 4 Republicans voting present, following a failed 16-21 vote on May 16th. The turnaround came after negotiations with conservative holdouts. Here's the actual article right here. If you want to go check it out, it is on Axios. Axios reported on this. All right. The big, beautiful bill. All right. So Republican leaders promised changes via a manager's amendment to address conservative demands, including faster Medicaid work requirement implementation and a more aggressive phase out of Inflation Reduction Act, energy tax credits, though specifics were not disclosed. GOP representatives Chip Roy, Ralph Norman, Andrew Clyde, and Josh Brecheen switched from no to present, enabling the bill's advancement. This followed furious weekend negotiations after their opposition stalled the package initially. The reconciliation package aims to extend the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, raise the debt ceiling, cut federal spending, and fund military and border security. However, it faces hurdles, including satisfying conservative demands and Senate negotiations, with Medicaid overall remaining a contentious issue. The bill moves to the House Rules Committee, where promised changes will be formalized. House Speaker Mike Johnson described minor modifications, but the lack of clarity on amendments and potential Senate revisions pose ongoing challenges for passage before Memorial Day. All right, so here's the article right here. Y'all go and check this out. They said it matters because it's a big win for Johnson and Trump, 2 days after GOP opposition torpedoed their first attempt at committee passage. All right, let me see here. So there you go. The panel on Friday rejected the bill in a 16-21 vote, touching off a weekend of furious negotiations. Budget Chair Jody Arrington out of Texas said during Sunday night's session that most likely there would be some changes to the measure before it comes to the floor. But Arrington said he couldn't comment on specifics or any side deals that might have been struck. Johnson told reporters at the Capitol earlier Sunday night that there have been minor modifications to the measure, according to multiple reports on X. So yeah. So congratulations on the big, beautiful bill. Hopefully the bill actually does some amazing things, but you know what I mean? Either way, I'm here for it. This is what I voted for. I want some great things to come from this administration, period. That's just where I am right now. All right. So check this out. This is back in, and I have to show this right here. This was posted by Benny Johnson just 2 hours ago. And this joint is going crazy already. All right. So this is a flashback of 2022 where President Biden was on MSNBC, and he was in an interview on MSNBC. This brother mysteriously just gets up and walked the hell out. He just mysteriously got up and just left. He said, damn this interview, damn you, I'm gone. All right. Y'all need to see this right here, man. And hit the like button. Hopefully y'all have already. And thank you so much for joining me for the Morning Vantage. I really appreciate it, man. Y'all are absolutely dope. Here we go.
Well, and the ones that didn't vote for your bills, but run on them.
That's right.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Nicole, I
much.
appreciate
It's great to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't go anywhere. It's a very exciting day around here. We'll have reaction and analysis to everything we just heard. Well, and the ones that didn't vote for your bills, but run on them.
That's right.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Nicole, I
much. It's
appreciate
great to have you.
Thank you.
This dude had to go. He had to go potty. That's what he had to go. He had to go boo boo. I gotta go boo boo. I gotta go boo boo. And I bet as soon as he went to the back, Jill was back there like, you did it, Joe. You did it. You did a great job, Joe. You did an excellent job. Now here is Don Lemon having a conversation with Corinne Jean-Pierre. A lot of you called her a couple of things, Raggedy Ann. I thought she was a little cutie pie. I thought she was cute. Yes, I did. But apparently I got a habit of thinking that Democrat women are cute. And y'all be like, she ain't cute. All she did was lie all this damn time, and she looked crazy. And she a lesbian. Yep, y'all said that. Y'all said, and she's a lesbian. Check this out, man. Listen to them talk about President Joe Biden's health in this joint. And also, I want to say, too, thank you so much for the super chat. I see 1320 Bushido jumped in here. Not to cut you, Van. Disagreements are a part of a relationship, but sometimes you got to be like Gator. Get her some flowers with a note. Don't start none, won't be none. You're damn right. Thank you so much, 1320. I appreciate you, big dog. Hey, y'all, check this out, man. This is dope.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with it.
The most difficult part about a meeting with President Biden is preparing for it, because he is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
I can testify because I've been working very closely with this president for the past 2 years. I've been knowing him for 30 years. And I'm telling you, this guy's tough. He's smart. He's on his game.
Joe Biden has vision. He has knowledge. He has a strategic thinker.
The president is focused. He's detail-oriented. He's always thinking about the big picture.
He is engaging. He is capable. He has an incredible record as president.
And I'm often with him on foreign trips. He's at the top of his game.
So he has a vision. He has knowledge. He has judgment. He has a strategic thinking.
I met with the president, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he seemed fine to me.
I have complete confidence in the president. I have watched him expertly guide meetings of staff and cabinet members. I could not have more confidence in the president.
I would just tell you that I meet frequently with the president, and every single time I meet with him, he is just fine.
But he is, again, knowledgeable, wise.
Incredibly sharp, incredibly probing, incredible command of the details.
He is sharp. He is on top of things.
There is nothing to these challenges, these suggestions that somehow he's not sharp and he's not capable.
We see Joe Biden up close. We know how attuned he is to the issue.
And you're going to see how smart he is and the experience he has.
I say his age is an asset.
Aha! He's wise.
Yes, he's wise. He has wisdom. He has experience.
And his experience, because of his age and his wisdom, has been invaluable to this country.
A lot of countries, people who've been in office a longer period of time are praised for their wisdom.
I have seen a lot of 72-year-olds not as capable as this 80-year-old.
It is hard for us to keep up with this president.
His mental acuity is great. It's fine. It's as good as it's been over the years. He's fine. All this right-wing propaganda that his mental acuity is declined is wrong.
And this kind of sense that he's not ready for this job is just a bucket of BS that's so deep, your boots will get stuck in.
Does the
ridiculous, bro. They lied to us for 4 damn years, man. That's sad. And the reason why it's so sad to me is because I'm not involved in all of this lying to get somebody across the finish line or lying to make a president look good. I'm still not going to do that. If Trump does something stupid, I'm going to be one of the guys reporting on it. If he says something dumb, I'm here for it. I'm talking about it. Y'all got to realize, man, if I didn't know that this was theater all these years. I thought that they were actually telling the truth. I thought that what they claimed to represent, they actually represented it. They actually was going to do the things that they promised that they were going to do. That's why when Obama became president, I was like, man, this dude he about to turn it up for black people. Yeah. Yeah. So all these politicians do is lie, man. And apparently it's not even the politicians only. It's not only the politicians, it's all their friends, all their constituents, everybody on their staff. It's like, yo, we got to preserve our life. Y'all want to be paid right beyond this 4 years. Y'all want to get some money. Then hey, it's all about us. It's all of us. We got to get out there and we got to lie about Biden. We got to tell people that the dude is sharp. Yeah, Biden, he's sharp. Yeah, he got a 14-inch ding-a-ling. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. We went to go play tennis at the Y. And then when we were done, we showered. Man, I'm telling you, out of all presidents I've ever seen, that was a presidential ding-a-ling. Just get out there and lie to the people. Make up anything. Make up anything. He walked better on his hands than he do on his feet. I promise you, I don't know if he took gymnastics, but the brother can balance it on his hands better than he can on his feet. I've seen it. Like they get up there and they say the dumbest things ever. It's right-wing propaganda, to tell the truth. Although it probably wasn't, it wasn't good-spirited information coming from the right. People on the right was exposing Biden. They knew people who gave them information or they seen it firsthand. And they listened to actual doctors. I remember in the last year and a half, 2 years, there was actual doctors who were getting up on interviews. They were on Piers Morgan and all this stuff. And they was talking about where he was mentally and if this was dementia, if it was something else. And a lot of people were giving the truth. They were like, I don't know, it's not looking good for him. And all of the left kept saying was, this is right-wing lies. It's lies, it's misinformation, it's disinformation, it's every type of information that's wrong. It's wrong information. Just lying, bro. And now everybody lying. It's dumb. Yeah. This is nuts. And then they try to hush us up. So if we're talking too much or giving too much of the truth that they have yet admitted to, they will try to ban us on social media by saying whatever we say is misinformation. It's lies. Not realizing that if we intentionally give misinformation on these platforms, we could be dinged for violating community guidelines. They don't care about that. They just say we're getting too loud. We have too much sway. We have too many people who are watching us and listening to us give information that they have yet, I guess, given us the okay to put out there because it make them look bad. And to that, I say all of them who have lied to us for the last 4+ years, they should have to kiss all our ass. I mean, seriously, that's what I think. Everybody who lied, and it might be a punishment that hasn't been introduced yet to the House, but I think we should. I think these politicians who have lied to us for the last 4 years should all have to put on some knee pads and walk down a line of MAGA butt cheeks, and they should have to kiss them all. Sorry for lying to you. Sorry for lying. Sorry for lying. Just kiss all our butts one at a time. All 77 million people who voted for Trump, they should have to kiss all our butt cheeks. That's what I say. This is why you never make me a politician, because people are going to point back at these daggone videos and be like, how in the hell is he running for anything? Did you not see? What? He clearly said on Morning Vantage, episode 26, that there were people talking about the length of the president's ding-a-ling. He can't run for no daggone office. He clearly said that we should have to kiss his ass. You don't want nobody representing the good state of Maryland. If they talking about you should have to kiss the butt, all 76 million kisses, Hershey kisses, white chocolate kisses, rainbow kisses. All right. Yeah, man, we already on 26. We already on 26. All right. So, yeah. They was lying all this time. Guys, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody who have been joining the YouTube coaching that I do. Shout out to all you guys. In the event that you have any questions about my YouTube coaching, I plan on hanging out for another 10, 15 minutes for anybody who wants to ask me any questions, who can't really afford to get the course right now, or maybe you can, but you have a couple of questions and I'm not responding to your emails fast enough. This will be a great opportunity for you to hang out with me in the back backstage and ask any questions you may have. If you're already in the program, this is not for you. Do not pull up, okay? This is for people who are not in the program. If you have any questions about the coaching program or the coaching course or how things run, or my VIP white glove service that we provide, you can come and hang out with me, all right? Here is the link. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in here for you guys if you want to pull up and hang out with me for the next 10 minutes to ask me any questions. There's the link right there. So feel free to pull up, guys. Thank y'all so much, everybody, all my blues, for always doing what y'all do, for being so involved and helping out in the chat, making sure that the trolls are in line, making sure that they know how to address Van, all right? Letting them know that they are wrong and that I am right. Thank you so much to my blues. Also, shout out to everybody who submitted a super chat as well. I really appreciate you guys. 1320 Bushido. When you're young, you have grand ideals and are liberal. Experience happens and you become conservative. Life happens, and if you lose faith, you become a skeptic. Shout out to you, brother. That sounds like some Thomas Sowell. And 2 words, Van. Emily Campagno, cutie pie. Shout out to 1320 Bushido for submitting. This brother submitted all of the super chats today. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Now, this right here is showing love, man. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, Emily Campagno. I need to go and react to some more Emily Campagno. I haven't seen Emily Campagno. Let me see if Emily Campagno is on social media at all. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Emily Campagno. Yeah. I haven't seen her in a minute. Let me see. So I put up Emily Campagno and this came up. So I got to show it to you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. And after this, we will be out.
Tyrus, did you catch the 5 today at all? I don't want to. So Harold, you know, he's smart, knows his was saying like, you know, of course, you know, the stock market's back up because we caved to China. Why does Harold and his minions look at negotiation as a cave?
Because he's a married man.
You know, Harold's gonna text me. Harold's gonna text me.
Hey,
right
look,
now.
man, I love Harold, and I will never besmirch his name, but he is wrong on this one. I think the problem, and here's President Trump is no dummy. He's aware that he has to do all this before midterms because we like to talk about the left so much, but we need to focus on the right a little bit because they make money too. And what he's doing by doing things fast, their heads aren't up their ass anymore, Greg. Their head is going through their wallet going, where's our money going?
Yeah.
Because they cannot fleece the system. What Trump is doing when he says we're going to drop prices on medication, what would the Dems do? We're going to form a committee. Then that committee is going to do some investigation. Of course, we need to get paid to do that. We need to get extra money to do that. Then they're going to go over there and they're going to talk to the other side. And the other side will be like, well, listen, we'll put some money in your campaign if you can slow this down. So then that's how the money wheel goes round and round. Trump is cutting that out because he doesn't need their money. So, and he's doing it on a mass. He's doing it bam, 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 because he's well aware that there are snakes in the Republican Party who care about their money more than the American people. So all right, and we're starting to see it. They'll start opposing things and going after things, and then all of a sudden around midterms, they'll do things on purpose to try to get their agenda across, and that's when the Dems will make their move. So he realizes that he doesn't have 4 years to fix things. He literally has 9 months to fix things before the swamp comes for him, because they're going to come. It's a very dangerous time for President Trump and anybody who works and supports him. Everyone should be watching their six, because what he's doing is he's helping us, but at the same time, he's cutting the head off the snake.
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.